Much of the time when people come in to see a financial advisor, it's about saving, investing, preparing for retirement. And that makes a lot of sense because nobody wants to run out of money before or during retirement before they die. What if you already have enough money? And what if you've already crossed that finish line where you've reached financial independence? There was a couple that came in to see me that they were close to retirement. They definitely had enough money to retire already. They'd crossed that finish line where they had enough. And they got there because they'd spent their lifetime being frugal, living below their means. They were good savers and investors. But now they'd reached the point where they could go from being a saver to being a spender. They were a little bit scared. They were somewhat fearful of that. They still had a mindset that maybe they wouldn't have enough money, that they might run out. Dave Ramsey likes to say, if you live like no one else, later you can live and give like no one else. Well, maybe for you, you're to that point where you should be living and giving like no one else. You've spent your lifetime being a good saver and a good investor, and now it's time to switch from being a saver to being a spender. I think that a lot of people have troubles making that switch from being a saver to being a spender. They still have a scarcity mindset or something from their upbringing where they're fearful of having enough. And that's why they've been good at saving and they've been good at investing. But they're not quite as good at being a giver and a spender of their money. One of the key parts of being a life-centered financial planner is knowing your story. We need to know who you are, how you got to where you are, and where you hope to be in the future. We want to know your story, basically. And so we want to know what sort of mindset you have, why you think the way that you do. And we want to help you move as you reach financial independence from being a good saver to being able to spend and enjoy your money, to be generous with it. If this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, I would invite you to give me a call at 316-535-0750, or you can go to leadingedgefp.com/Lyndon and just make an appointment to visit with me. I'd love to have a chat with you, find out a little bit more about you, and just see how maybe we can help you out. My name is Lyndon Zielke, and I'm a life-centered financial planner with Leading Edge Financial Planning.